What new Army cadets go through during the first 6 weeks at West Point? Boot camp. Boot camp.
On rappel!
This is one of the most intense exercises at West Point's basic training. New cadets must rappel down a 25-foot cliff face.
Lean back. We're good.
Oh
Then
my God, buddy's about to drop him.
a 75-foot wall.
See what's coming up?
Oh,
Jump.
Oh, that was not that big of a jump.
The United States Military Academy in West Point, New York, is the #1 military academy in the U.S.
Dude, I had
Where-
like 3 kids in my class in high school that went to West Point.
Where 120,000 of the nation's top students and soldiers apply each year.
I feel like that gotta change you so much, going to West Point.
Only 10% get in. And new cadet Jabril Williams is one of them.
I'm excited. I'm going to attack it with as much enthusiasm
Bro,
and
he
intensity
is jacked. That man is beefed up. Look at his traps.
as I can.
But before the start of school, Williams and his fellow cadets must complete the 6-week basic training program. The beginning of the
I have said for a YouTube video, right? Because I would need to make money off of this, but I would get tear gassed. You know, I would step into the every military training video we've ever seen, there's a moment where they have to step into a room and like rip their mask off. I would get tear gassed. I just want to see what it would be like. Like, how painful do you think it is?
47-month journey that creates the next generation of leaders for the U.S. Army. Cadet
See some of the crazy. Like, just the amount of different body builds they come in. Hold on. Like, that guy's big. This kid's pretty small. Like, I feel like he's just going to perform better physically than this kid. Like, he's going to have a rough time. He's going to have to build muscle.
Cadet Basic Training, or CBT, begins immediately after R Day. R Day, or Reception Day, is the day when students first report to West Point and get assigned to the company they'll train in.
Attention!
The class is divided into 9 companies, each competing to earn the most points and be awarded the title of best company at the end of basic.
God, that's kind of fucking sick, though. It's like a game. It's like a fucking game. 9 companies, they gonna compete against each other for the best? Oh, nah. Then you got that one motherfucker on your team that's just, like, lagging behind and shit. And then he fucks you over and he makes you do, like, more exercises because he's fucking up. I feel like that'd be me. No lie.
You are now part of Alpha Company, the best company in cadet basic training regiment.
During CBT, upperclassmen serve as the leaders, or cadre.
I don't want to you don't want to see the palm of your hand.
The most important thing we do at West Point is
Bro, he's probably the chill upperclassman. Yo, that would be so fucked if you got that one that's, like, agitated because the other upperclassmen bullied him when he got in, and so now he bullies everybody else. Then you got this guy. He's like, you don't want to see your palm. He's just nice.
the most important thing we do at West Point. Teach leadership, followership, and in warrior ethos. Because when they graduate here, they're going to go lead America's sons and daughters.
After R Day, cadets begin their training by learning the basics to gain the confidence they need before moving on to more advanced skills.
Hey, make sure you put it on safe and take your finger off the trigger next time, all right?
The first thing they do is they go and they learn how to qualify on a M4 carbine. So they go out and do marksmanship training.
Every soldier in basic training is qualified on a rifle. Most of them have never picked up a weapon in their life.
Most of them have never picked up a weapon. You're at fucking West Point. You've never held... I mean, well, to be fair, like, if you live in a state where you're not in Texas, where are you going to be holding guns?
So there's 40 rounds. There's different targets set at different distances out in each lane on the range, and they'll pop up in different combinations. So they shoot from 5 different positions, and we do a lot of practice leading up to it, but this is when they all put it together and put it to the test.
To become qualified in basic rifle marksmanship, cadets must score a minimum of 23 out of 40 possible points.
It is always weird, though, how they kind of, like, that kid was smiling talking about it, but they're, like, learning how to kill people. Like that's the training. Like you're learning how to kill someone, like with a gun, like that. It's training, yeah. And he's like happy and smiling about it. That's normal, yeah. I know, because it's the Army. But I'm saying like I feel like we kind of just glaze over the fact that like they're learning this so they could shoot somebody in the head.
Points. Each dummy
I mean, yeah, you're in the Army. You kind of got to fucking know that. But I like say it how it is.
sends a signal up to the control tower, adding a point to the cadet's score.
Lane? 11. 31. Go.
So if they don't pass, they're going to stay until they do. So every company before us has had everybody qual that is able to qual before they leave for the day.
I actually went on lane 1, which isn't a great range because a couple of the targets are actually like sitting in the shadows, but I still managed to qualify with a 28 my highest.
Nah, I think I'd score a 45. Nah, I'm not trying to be that guy, but you know, I think I'd score a little bit higher.
Today, cadets are taking their land navigation test.
But that's okay.
They have 3 hours to find a minimum of 3 out of 5 hidden points.
We are given a map with different points. You will find what's called an attack point. Attack points are a point on the map that you know, hey, I am here.
So it's like, where's Waldo? I'd fail this. No doubt I'd fail that.
There, you'll take out your compass, and you'll shoot a azimuth, and from 180 degrees, I know my point is 180 meters. So I'll walk out 180 meters, and then boom, find my point.
Each cadet receives unique coordinates and sets out to complete the test alone.
Good luck. Don't lose your scorecard.
Each attack point is represented by an orange flag. When cadets find it, they must mark their scorecard using the attached hole puncher. If
so
cadets
that's
are
how you know if they find it.
Unable to find enough points in the allotted time, they fail the test and must return later to attempt the course again.
Only 2 so far.
In addition to winning points for their company,
I'm gonna just follow someone. Like, are that like I'ma just slide some dude a 5. Yo, let me piggyback off your fucking shit, pal. If I had to do this, right? Because I'm never joining fucking West Point. I don't even think I would get in.
New cadets aim to beat records set by past
They're
West
unique
Point
coordinates? Oh, fuck no.
Students. After only an hour and 31 minutes, a cadet has returned with all 5 points found correctly. Only 9 minutes away from breaking the school record. A big win for the ongoing Best Company competition. Having spent a couple weeks learning basic military skills, new cadets are now ready to learn advanced skills that will test their confidence.
I am an American soldier! A member of a team!
Around the halfway mark of CBT.
Yeah, around the halfway mark of CBT, they enter something we call the hellhole.
Every time they got a new name for it. Because like this video I have not seen, but about a year ago we watched like 4 different Army training videos in a fucking row from like the Navy, from the Army, from like the fucking Coast Guard, and all of them have like a new name for like a way of getting fucking tear gas.
New cadets get to experience the gas chamber, also known as the House of Tears.
Now we are at the House of Tears.
We got this. We got this. Hey, this is too easy, y'all.
Everyone here is nervous, whether they admit it or not, to go in that gas chamber. And I think that part of this whole experience throughout these 6 weeks is like overcoming your fears and your anxiety for things that are dangerous.
The House of Tears is designed to instill confidence in the new cadets, but also to teach them how to properly wear MOPP gear.
So you don it, you put the mask over the back of your head, you breathe the bad air out, you suck good air in, it suctions to your face.
All right, suck in again. You're good to go.
With masks secure, the first platoon
they're entering into the fucking
enters the chamber.
House of Tears.
Go!
These little boys are gonna be men by the time they step out of this fucking hellhole.
When they open the door,
just hit them with a shaka, bruh.
We file in, about 20 of us at a time. You stand along the walls, a little bit of an intense environment, a little bit sketchy and scary. You do some jumping jacks. You lift the mask up for about 10 seconds, and then you put it back down and seal it. And then after that, of course, you take it off and do the soldier.
The soldier's dream. I'm an American soldier. I'm a warrior member of a team.
That guy kind of looks like me.
It's spicy. You feel the spice on your skin, you feel it on your hands, your neck, your face. You get about 3 or 4 words in and you just start choking and coughing.
The CS gas used during training is composed of tiny particles that float through the air and land on human skin, irritating areas of moisture. More specifically, mucous membranes in the eyes, nose, mouth, and lungs.
I know I'm vomiting. I already know I'm gonna be, yep, we got a squirter. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be fucking puking everywhere. I don't know why I said squirter. Nevertheless, I'm gonna be throwing up.
After a few seconds, it kind of goes away, and it becomes a lot better, and you kind of can laugh.
I want to hurt somebody. I want to kill somebody.
What?
This week, we've been working on individual movement techniques as well as medical lanes.
During the medical lane training event, cadets ruck through a forest and are then ambushed by enemy forces played by non-commissioned officers.
One squad will be performing security on the frontal side, and the Bravo team squad will be rendering aid.
I feel like no matter how much training you have, though, like going through what it would be like versus actually being bombarded by bombs and bullets, they're so different, right? You going through some fucking scenario where like you're feeling what it's like to be bombed, like it's not the feat, you know you're safe, right? But like actually fearing your life and like being struck in by bombs and bullets, that's like fucking terrifying.
And the Bravo team squad will be rendering aid, and half of them will be pulling rear securities. My role is a team leader in Alpha Team. I'm the first person who is reacting to the contact.
Left side, Bill!
Shortly after the squad is ambushed, a casualty has been announced that requires medical aid.
Ryan, go to the casualty, go!
See, it's not gonna be like that though, right? Ryan, go to the casualty, go! Bitch, you're in war? One of your friends just got shot? Ryan's fucking down! Go get him! You're gonna be fucking freaking the fuck out.
Where's the casualty?
Casualty, Ryan casualty. Like, bro.
You're bleeding out for 2.5 minutes. Get that tighter. Get that tighter.
That is not an effective tourniquet. Provide cover.
While cadets applied the tourniquet.
Yeah, and applying a tourniquet to a mannequin versus one of your friends that's actually bleeding out.
To the dummy casualty, one cadet was hit by enemy.
It's impossible to train for that, other than just being in it.
Fire.
Boom! You are now blind and got a broken arm. Start screaming. Ah! Ah!
It's okay, it's okay.
Ah, my arm! My arm! Ah!
Blood spurting for the...
Hey!
Hurry up, cadets. I need to leave now.
Moving!
Moving! Keep moving, we got this, man.
This is really the best training
Once
they could do for
casualties
it.
are relocated
but it's
to
still
a
not
safe
enough.
location, cadets radio in for helicopter rescue.
Dust off, this is Pitbull. I have a medevac request, over.
Pitbull, this is dust off. Proceed.
Line 1, Whiskey Lima 8579 8624.
Pitbull, that's a good copy. Medevac en route. Over.
Instructors simulate helicopter sounds and play the role of a medevac crew.
What are his injuries? He has massive hemorrhage in his leg, respiratory, needle chest decompression, his airways blocked off.
And X.
What was going through your head when you heard those first gunshots?
Definitely nerve-wracking. It's pretty exciting, honestly. But I was just like, oh shoot, like.
Nerve-wracking in training? Dude, think about when you're actually about to get fucking killed.
Yeah, like we're about to begin. It was pretty fun, sir.
Fun?
Man, that was hectic. I got thrown right into that.
Don't be scared.
As cadets continue to gain confidence in their skills, they are brought to the mountaineering and rappelling course.
Lane 3 on rappel!
where they learn to safely make their way down natural cliff faces in the New York mountains.
Today we learned how to set up our belts, how to cinch them, how to use our brake hand and get our feet set, overcome some fear.
Why do they have to learn this so much? Like, is there a lot of scenarios where they're going to be, like, rappelling from areas in the military? Like, I feel like every training video I've ever seen, they always do this. But why?
If I mess up, like, the first time,
it's probably just something in case you need it.
This drop is a little bit deeper. Lane 3 on rappel!
This time I had a wider base. I noticed that was what kind of messed me up on the 25-foot one.
Special forces? I mean, yeah, and these people are at West Point.
See what's coming up? Oh, hell. You got to give yourself
Well, don't the people at West Point usually become, like, the head officers? They're usually not the people... I don't know for sure, so correct me if I'm wrong. But I always assume the people at West Point, since they're so valuable, they'd never be on the front lines. Like, if you're enrolling into the Army, you're front lines, right? But, like, if you're West Point, you're 10% acceptance graduate. You've learned all of this shit. You're going to be, like, one of the leaders. You're not going to be the dude in the front getting murdered.
Little leap, and then you got to shoot your arm out to give yourself some slack to clear that gap. Gotcha. Otherwise,
squad leaders are with their infantry? Okay, true.
Slam your hands into the wall.
Gotcha.
All right. Jump.
Hell yeah!
Once cadets make it down the 75-foot wall, they move to the mountaineering course and use their hands and feet to climb up the cliff face.
That's the thing, I didn't look down. I didn't look down until I was halfway through. The only thing that was going through my head really was, man, all these people are watching. It would be a shame if I fell, so.
Once cadets reach the top of the mountaineering lane, they're instructed to let go and walk backwards down the cliff.
Lean back.
Trusting that their battle buddy and their equipment will keep them safe.
This gives us knowledge on being a well-rounded
battle buddy? Yeah, and then that dumbass lets go of me and I fall to my death.
soldier. You're not always going to have to go to a mission or have a mission where you're going to need to rappel, but it's just good background knowledge to have.
As the end of summer nears, new cadets are ready to put their skills to the test in an event called the Crucible.
I think they actually
The
slept
Crucible
in those
here
tents.
is the penultimate team building event.
This is the last chance for each company to earn points and come out on top as the best company.
All of your warrior skills, your individual tasks, they're all kind of put to the test.
Platoons have 2 hours to map out 8 different stations given as coordinates, correctly locate them, and then complete the tasks to get as many points as possible.
When you get to the point, you have to execute some type of physical movement.
Help, help.
The first event is a
I
race.
would love to be the guy that's just getting dragged. Then you don't even need to run. You just gotta fucking lay down. I'll volunteer to be that guy.
Where cadets must securely strap a cadre to a skid and race around a set of cones. Following the skid race, one volunteer has to correctly put on an entire set of mop gear.
You have to don, clear, and seal the mask in 9 seconds and correctly assume mop level 4.
Ready, set.
Come on, come on, come on.
Is West Point one of the only places that combines men and women into training?
You got it, Andrew.
Do your wrist. Hey, let them do it.
Next, the platoons must find a new location where they must move a partner on their back 50 yards using either a fireman's carry or a piggyback.
We also practice the employment of hand grenades. Obviously not.
You have some heavy-ass motherfucker you gotta fucking pick up. Your friend got somebody that's 150 pounds. I got the fucking big, bulky Larry that's fucking 330 on my back.
Actual hand grenades, but with the hollow shells and making sure we can employ those properly, which for us is landing within 5 meters of targets at 30 meters distance, which is the proper range for the employment of a hand grenade. I think we did really good overall. We came in at the very last minute, which means we were pushing all the way to the very end.
The guy that was there told me that we were the first platoon that had as many points as we did at that point.
It's that many in one group?
Known to parents.
And then they graduate.
Challenge. The academic year.
You persevere
How
and
do
get
you
that.
even see your kid? They're all everybody's fucking head shaven, wearing the same outfit. All right, that was a W vid though.